Hi everyone, a huge welcome to this course on medical mastery. My name is Tom Heaton. I'm a consultant in intensive care medicine and anaesthesia based in the northwest of England, and I want to use this talk to really introduce you to the course, to tell you a bit more what it's about, and to really introduce the nature of the need for it and why I think this is so important. So I think the opening line really is that medicine's hard. It's a challenging profession that you are entering now. It's a great profession. It's an immensely rewarding one. I'm very glad I've gone down the path I have. But there are challenges along the way, and some of them are related to the actual learning. Now, there are many factors to this. I think these are some of the key ones here, that it's a very broad profession. It's a very broad endeavour, that we're looking at the entire human body and everything that can go wrong with it, as well as trying to understand how best ways we can treat it. And in each of those domains, we're going pretty deep. We are looking right down to diseases we don't even fully understand yet. We're potentially diving into very novel therapies that are constantly changing. And this brings a huge complexity to our work. Everything's interconnected, everything's in flux. The cutting edge of knowledge in medicine never really stands still, and that really makes it a huge challenge to keep up to date with, to even just to get on top of the medical knowledge that you need to know. And on top of it all, this is really important stuff. These are people's lives and health at stake, and it becomes more important than learning anything else because of that. That gives us a huge challenge when it comes to learning. It means that we've got all of these challenges to overcome, and we need to know the best ways to do that. And if you're anything like me, I think you might find that we don't always go about this the right way. We bring in strategies that are the default, and sort of what I call the standard learning strategies that we've just seen other people do. We read books, we reread books, we perhaps have a discussion about it, we write our notes, highlight some key points, and then we feel pretty good about it. We feel, oh yeah, I've understood a bit of this. And then you come to an exam and you put on the spot and you get questions about some of these details, and you find actually your grasp of the knowledge is not quite as you expect. You find you have a lot of difficulty retrieving that knowledge that you felt was actually previously pretty good. And these are common features of how our brains work that have an illusionary nature to them. And that is part of what this course is about. I want to try and present some of the key models that we have for learning, some of the key research that has been done on how we learn and how our brains function when it comes to learning, and how they actually don't function very well in some of the ways we would expect, some of the ways that it lets us down. But in particular, I want to try and highlight what we know about what we can do about this, the strategies we can deploy about how we can learn more effectively and efficiently as well, how we can maximize the time we have, and it is limited time that you have to learn all this knowledge, how we can make that more efficient and optimal for learning this really challenging subject matter. So there's a lot of theory there, but I then want to bring these into real obvious techniques that you can use straight away, that you can take out and actually put into action almost immediately, and give some key examples that you can understand. Okay, this is how I can use this myself tomorrow to make this work. Now, to use this course, it's designed to be interactive. This is theory that needs translating into action. So I suggest just a few points for you. I'd suggest you go get a notebook, something that you can write down in, and you can do the activities that I describe in this course in that notebook. And I suggest that you do that. There is a tendency, and I'm very guilty of this, but when you're going through courses, to skip the activities, to think they're not as important as the content. But as we'll learn in this course, that's not true. You have to engage with the material really actively to get the most out of it. And this course is designed to help you to do that. Look forward to getting started. I'll see you soon.